Texas Rangers manager Bruce Bochy. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, guys. How we doing?
We're doing good. And, you know, something I wanted to get your thoughts about this. Eric Nadel asked Nathaniel Lowe yesterday after the game, hey, what's your message to the fans? And his biggest message was, he goes, just stick with us. And I get the sense that in good times and especially bad this year, it still feels like the Metroplex is all about the Texas Rangers. Have you and the team still felt like, you know, that sense of like, come on, guys, we got this, regardless of what the record is?
Yeah, we have. I mean, you can feel it at the ballpark. Great crowds are, you know, they're into the games. And, you know, that's what's been disappointing for us, you know, that we haven't played a little bit better. But, you know, I agree with Nate. You know, stick with us. And you never know what can happen. We've seen some teams who thought were out of it. Houston, one of them. Now they're right there. You know, they fought back. And so you never know in this game. I've been in tougher situations, to be honest. So it's just a matter of getting on a nice run. And that can happen anytime. But, I mean, we're at the halfway point. So, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, we're still looking at this division. I can promise you that.
For Nate Lowe, I know obviously the home runs last night, but a few days ago, he hit a home run off of a pitch that was 95.7 miles per hour, the hardest pitch he's ever hit a home run on. And then last night, 96.5 miles per hour. I know at times he's had problems with the fastball, but it really feels like his bat speed has picked up and his ability against the fastball has picked up. Is that what you've seen?
Well, I think, yeah, that's what we've all seen. And I don't know if his bat speed's picked up as much as his contact point. He's catching it out front a little bit better. And, you know, that's what I think as a group that's been a little bit different about us this year versus last year. And the fastballs are beating us. And granted, you're seeing the best fastballs ever. I mean, it's across the league. You know, a lot of teams are way down with the offensive part, and, you know, except for maybe Baltimore and New York. I'm talking about the Yankees. So, anyway, yeah, it's all about adjusting. And every hitter has to do it. And now Nate looks like he's made a nice adjustment. He is catching that ball out front. Even a ball to left field, you know, it's still, you know, you can't back it up too much. And, you know, he's not doing that now. So, yeah, we're seeing what Nate can do when he does get hot.
How about Derek Hill and you calling him back up and what he's been able to provide this team?
Wow, he's got some power. I tell you, we saw him spring training. He doesn't just hit cheap ones. He's got some big power. I used to call it sneaky power, but it's not sneaky. It's legit. And so, yeah, he was a guy that has been kind of trying to get his way up, you know, back up to the big leagues. He makes up with us. Gets DFA'd and signs back with us and goes back there and does this thing and has an OPS over 1,000 and earned his call up. And he just has a great attitude. You know, hey, you ask him, how's it going? Oh, I'm blessed. He just has that terrific energy and attitude you like. But, you know, he's a gifted player. This guy should be in the big leagues. He can run, play anywhere in the outfield. And I think the hitting's just getting better and better with him.
And one of the things behind that, and I mean this in the best possible way, how much do you like his aggressiveness at times at the plate? And can you tell us any more about that?
Yeah, well, you know, that is something that we have talked about because, you know, we did take a lot of pitches, and they were good pitches to hit. But, you know, he doesn't do that. If it's in the zone, he's going to take a swing, and that's what you like about him. If there's one thing that I don't want these young guys to do is come up here and take, you know, especially two pitches. You know, come up here and be aggressive. It's okay if you swing at a slider down, but, you know, you're not going to hit a good fastball if you're trying to make a swing decision halfway to home.
So when it comes to the other side of the field, the defense, Josh Smith has had to fill in for Corey Seager the last 2 days. And I was talking earlier in the show, he saved 4 hits in 2 games so far at shortstop. I guess you can take this in multiple directions, but he's been great defensively at third. Is he your best defensive player?
Oh, I'd say. I mean, Marcus. I mean, you look what he's doing at second base, but I'm talking about someone who's moving all over the field, and to do what he's doing at third base and then go to second base. I mean, that ball up the middle, that little flip he has, he makes it look so easy. He's got great hands. He's got a good arm. And then if you need to put him out in the outfield, including the center field, he does a great job there. So, yeah, I'd say he's got to be our best defender. And just the fact that he plays everywhere, but not just play there, but he's a plus defender wherever you put him.
And I know deserving doesn't always get it done, but when you talk about his defensive versatility, what he's done offensively, it really feels like Josh Smith deserves to be an all-star.
Well, I feel that way. That's probably my biggest disappointment is I don't have a say in this.
Yeah.
I can politic, you can do that all you want, but, used to have, the picks on the extra guys, and I certainly think he should be there because I look how valuable he is for us with Josh Jung going down and the job he's done and where he's played at third and short, and not just played there, but what a terrific job. But here he's hitting in, the 2-hole, 3-hole. He's even hit cleanup, 5-hole, and he just keeps on going. So, my hope is there's a way that he makes it.
Chris Young a week ago here said, look, Josh Smith is going to play every day when Josh Jung comes back. There'll be multiple roles for him to play, and I think you're laying this out where he can play because of defensively he can even pop into the outfield some. With watching him play shortstop and how he can do this, does this give you the ability to maybe, let's say, twice a week DH Corey Seager and get him off his feet at shortstop?
Yeah, really across the board, everybody, first base even, and, I'll try to talk Marcus into DH, and he does not like it, but really everywhere, including the outfield. So, yeah, the way he's playing, sure, you got to find a spot for who has been your best hitter, and that's just being honest. You look at the numbers and what he's done, at this point, so. We'll find a spot for him, and if it's given Corey some time off, and when Josh Jung comes back, we're not going to be able to run him out there every day at first. So it's a very workable situation.
And then for Josh Jung, I know you have to give an update on him all the time, but for the fans, Josh Jung's update on when possibly we could see him with the Rangers.
Yeah, you know what? We're in a holding pattern with him, so. I wish I could give you a date. I'm going to get with our medical staff today. It's kind of like you get a scrape, a bad scrape, and you keep pulling that scab off, and that's kind of what he's doing when we bring him back and rehab him. So we'll decide what's the best route to go with him soon.
Tyler Mahle last night pitched 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Did you get a good report on how he felt off the mound yesterday in AAA?
Yeah, he felt great. Yeah, he was throwing the ball well here in live BP, and I'm not surprised that he went down there and threw well. Tell you what, he's got great stuff, and he's got really good slider and a good changeup. So I know he had to have the adrenaline going for his first outing.
Logical that we would just get the normal progression of a few more rehab starts from him before he could potentially come up to the big club?
Yeah, what I'd say, I don't want to put a number. I'd say probably around August. Could be a week before, could be a week after, but it's a great start to go 2 innings and throw the ball the way he did.
Here's something that I don't know. Do you have to, at the All-Star break, last year there was a big meeting that was, hey, we're going to go all in. We're going to try to win this whole thing. So if I have to trade some guys that you guys like, I have to do it because we're going all in. Are there times where you've had to talk to a general manager and say, can you give us a little bit more time? Like this year, you're under 500, but this team proved a lot last year where you have to say, hey, if teams are calling about our guys to help out other teams, give us a week or so maybe to prove that we can stay in this race?
No, I haven't had that conversation. I'll tell you why, because I can tell you, see why. He's not one to say uncle and and not believe that we can still get there. It's an insult for him. So anyway, and he has talked about that. He even mentioned it to the club, and that's not on his mind at all, and it won't be unless something just drastically happens. The rest of the way here. But I feel good about where we're at, how we're playing, and how we're throwing the ball. So no, I would not do that.
Was that ever something you experienced in San Francisco on any of the seasons after your World Series? That kind of same thing where you're like, hey, we're the defending champs. Like, we need a little bit more time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to get caught in, what's happening in the present. And, this past month hasn't been all that great for us, but there's a lot of baseball left, and you can't forget that. And you have until the deadline's not for a while. So, yeah, this time, and it's way too early, I think, to even be talking about it.
You talked about how June was kind of a rougher month for the team. One really bright spot, in addition to a lot of the pitching, was Wyatt Langford. He also got to send his cleats to Cooperstown from getting the cycle. I'm hoping you could just talk about what kind of an honor that is, and then what we saw from June Wyatt Langford.
Yeah. I'm a fan too. Trust me, I'm in that dugout, and he's somebody I love watching. I love the way he gets down the line. He's thinking double or triple. It's just fun to watch play the game. He's a complete baseball player, and I'm not surprised at the beginning. Yeah, he's trying to find his way. You're always going to have some growing pains with young players, but this guy's going to have a tremendous career. He just gets it. He's got a passion for the game. Nobody works harder, and nobody plays harder. And for him to accomplish what he did on those three things, to be the first time ever in the player's first year, I mean, that's incredible. I could never think of an inside of Parker and didn't put a cycle, but it just shows you what some amazing things this guy can do, and not just with the bat, but I think he's going to be a plus outfielder. He's doing a great job there now. He's a plus runner. He's one of the fastest guys in the game. So we're lucky to have him. He's one of those exciting players. I certainly would buy a ticket to watch him play.
I know there are so many beautiful plays that can happen in baseball, but something that Wyatt Langford does that I absolutely love is how he can stretch a regular-looking single into a double, and he's done that multiple times this season.
Yeah, I'm with you. He's thinking double. I mean, even the ground ball base hits, infielders think they have plenty of time. He beats them out. I mean, he's a powerful runner too. It just he powers his way. Some guys are gliders, but he's got such strong legs. I look at a Bo Jackson, somebody like that. They were powerful runners. Trout, that's who he is.
Well, I have a couple fun questions. Speaking of cycles, and then the Summer Olympics are about to happen. What do you think was a bigger miracle, the miracle on ice in 1980 or Bengie Molina hitting for the cycle for the Texas Rangers?
Man, that's a tough call, man. Wow. You know what? I had Benji, and that home run. I got to say Benji. He edges out the miracle on the ice. Really, really is amazing. That's a good one there. I like it.
And then another fun one is, I don't know if you've ever had a cronut, but it is a croissant donut. And I think big donuts are in trouble. A donut cannot compare to this cronut. Have you ever had a croissant donut called a cronut?
I have not. I haven't. I'm a sinker fan, donut fan. No Sunday day games. I push them too. It's good luck. Just like a hot dog sometimes, before a game. Certain cities, L.A., for example, I said, eat their dogs. That's the best way to beat them. So I'm the same way with donuts. I had a Krispy Kreme. I mean, literally half a block from me, where I live in Melbourne, Florida. So, a good glazed donut's like crack for me.
Well, us Ranger fans, we have to get you a cronut because I think this could take over your donut, and you could say, "I need a cronut."
Okay. Hey, I'm in. I'm looking forward to it.
Whenever you see Mike out on the road, he's definitely going to make that happen for you. Thank you very much, good sir. Always appreciate the time.
Of course, man. Great talking with you guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day.